Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today, I need to adjust the camera a little bit there. There you go. Today it's midweek Magic and we have a special version of Brawl this time. So if you're thinking that Brawl was too slow, this one makes it faster for both you and your opponent. So this is the Rites of Flourishing emblem. So at the beginning of your draw step, you draw an additional card and you play an additional land on each of your turns. And this oops, hold on. I need to show you the deck first before I proceed. Got a little bit too eager in that one. Did some initial testing with this one, and it is kind of promising, but it does rely on hitting hitting key synergy pieces. So this one is actually more of a 2-in-1 style deck. So we're taking advantage of both the ability to play additional lands and the ability that we're drawing a second card each turn. So Zimone and Dina is a very good fit for this one. But we have a lot of others that take advantage of drawing into a second card, like say our simple Tiger Seal here. This is just basically a 1-mana 3/3. Embercool's Messenger, draw a second card, create an Eldrazi spawn. Orcish Bowmasters, whenever an opponent draws, so we will always get this trigger. We don't get the ETB, but that's okay. Fairy Vandal, put a +1/+1 counter, and this one's probably the cheapest one. Fairy Mastermind lets us draw an additional card, which in the right circumstances could also let us get the trigger on our opponent's turn. Knowledge Seeker with a +1/+1 counter. These I'm okay with because they're on the cheap side. The more expensive ones I ended up cutting. Mischievous Mystic. This one's a classic. You create a blue 1/1 fairy. Same with Toppler Mechanic, and also same with Toppler Fabricator. Let's see. Jor-El. Draw your second card. Create a 2/2 green cat creature token. So we are going to go wide quite a bit here. Then Wolfbat, basically a 2/2 flyer that just gets one more shot in. Raven Eagle's the more interesting one because it eats our opponent's graveyard and gives us and drains our opponent for 1 each turn. Then we have, let's see, Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper, also a very good one. 2/4 that makes 1/1 can't be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Then Homunculus Horde is probably our top end here, but we also have Detection Puppeteer, also another Drain 2 effect. And let's see. Unagi of Kyoshi Island lets us draw 2 cards, so when our opponent draws their second card, so this will pretty much give us a trigger on our turns. And that's it. And that's it for the draw 2 part. So if we're able to hit a few of those one or two of those pieces, we should be able to start churning out advantage. The other advantage is in the being able to play another land. So that's a lot of landfall. We are playing the full 40 lands +1 with Kazandu Mammoth. Though this is usually the argument where you probably want to actually put more lands in the deck. So a few of the weaker cards here, you probably want to just cut for more lands. I definitely did not put the full complement of non-basics. So what are the ones that benefit from landfall? Grizzly Bill's a classic. Quest for the Necropolis is another one there. Lotus Cobra, Sightcat Cub, Spring Heart Nantuko, Ambassador of Evendo. This one's worth trying out. Earthbender's Ascension is always good. Having a few instances of Earthbend is here as well, just to pretty much give us extra triggers. Speaking of which, Provisioner and Tireless Tracker, Courser of Kufix to help us play off the top. Let's see, I still explore basically landfall, but also pretty much enables our landfall. Not running any of the Gitrog monsters here. I kind of want to try out all the other stuff on the top end. Speaking of which, use social engineering. This one pretty much made the cut only because it could warp. And Sapling Nursery, Also pretty solid one for us here. Then, and of course, Rampaging Bailots. Other than that, oh yeah, there's also Nissa, which can get some stuff back from time to time. Other than that, a few classic removal spells and a few classic effects. Not exactly running big stuff like the One Ring, which we probably should, but I'm just running this one for fun. I'm not trying to make this the entirely best version of the deck. I'll leave that up to the viewer. But there we go. That's pretty much a deck that is designed specifically for this emblem. Without this emblem, the deck gets diluted somewhat. You'll end up needing to have a lot of, how do you say this? You'll need to add a lot of your own effects to make it work. That said, I will accept a turn 2 badge. I will accept a turn 2 Badger Mole Cub. Or rather, this is actually a turn 1 Badger Mole Cub. Then we probably fill it up with social engineering, start filling things up. When it goes versus incubator, probably naming soldier. I don't remember if we have any actual soldiers that benefit from this, but our opponent is going wide aggro here. We will be taking early hits. We could upreplicate the incubator to slow down. Also a bit unfortunate that we did not get black mana early. So first things first. Warp this. I don't want the wizard class this time. We'll probably grab one swamp because I do need to remove something here. So destroy target. So I could just shuffle the Storm Brood because this is a mana value check. I could also just snipe this one because I have no idea if they have. So I have to decide between one or the other. I'm guessing we just upreplicate the incubator here. And pass. So this nets. So we kind of need to slow our opponent down somewhat here. So opponent runs a siege, veteran aid, and an S%. That's something cool. So this is a non-creature check. I still want to keep my 5 mana, so I might just take 5 here. Now this will net them out. I could also just block this, but that's I'll just take 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can cast this and just play out my lands again. Do I need to remove anything? I might rather just play a tattoo, but because I do need to start filling up with creatures, I guess. I want to start getting towards Sapling Nursery. Yeah, we'll just use social engineering first. Orcish Bowmasters is a nice hit. We will be keeping that. So take note that our opponent, this is kind of instant speed, so we have to do our math based on that. No, they're just being rest in peace. They took out their own effect, which is interesting. Dauntless Veteran, that's fine. Though the putting of counters is gonna be annoying. Though this is where keeping this one still helps. So I could play Sapling Nursery, but I actually I also want to just do Offering here. Triumph, see if we hit the land. No, we did not hit the land, but we did hit the Bailouts for the future. We do need to... It's a power check. Oops. I guess I'll just take the free Amass Orcs. And it also pings some things for S%, so there is that. If we can hit lands, this would be nice. I probably would be chump blocking at this moment though. Yeah, they're gonna try overloading this. But now I'm kind of stranded though. Okay, shit. Okay, so we hit our land drops. Oh, I should have probably played the Sapling Nursery right now. I'll... Yeah, we'll hold on to that. So we're definitely playing Zimone and Dina now. And let's see. I can wait on this. I can actually just... Let's destroy this one. Shuffle. Yep, so we can shuffle it instead, which is nice. Then we'll just so no attacks. Yeah, we're able to go really wide. We happen to be quite fortunate being able to go really wide here. We should be able to start. So next turn we will just run out the Bailouts. I think we can run out both Bailouts and Nursery before dumping lands. Oh, okay. Force to Rat, that, and that. And we end up with the token first. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's force them to have another rat. But considering that we managed to make our opponent give up their board state, if they have a farewell, that will set us back quite a bit. But I think we might. Also, we were going to be drawing quite a few cards with Tapioca. So at least I farewell. This time they had to go for the full package now. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I could just do Bramble Familiars, but mill 7 cards and put is actually looking not so great now. So I might just play Zimone, and I might just start attacking with our... We have 3 creature lands here, so that's actually a very big boon for us here. Actually, no, we could have played this. They wiped out their own rest in peace. Take action. Elspeth Sun's champion. So this time they're gonna try to go white this way.
No more than I can escape my shadow. Strike evil where it stands.
Only one land. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. Oh, and we can actually play this now. And let's not crack this because I do want to grab the... Let's just play this now. See if they have a... No, they don't have a response, which nets us a card. Yeah, I wanted to draw that. Grizzly Bill is fine. Off the top. And then they're gonna try to start gaining life again. Into a Delny. That one's less impressive. But when they attack, so that's like 6 life gain. No, only 3 triggers. I do want to... Binding is nice, because it will be able to snipe Elspeth, but I have no way to really do it. So... I could do each player draws a card, actually. There we go.
I cannot escape my failures.
Definitely wanna take out... Definitely wanna take out Delny or Linden here. We'll take out Linden. So I'm going to offer the Foggy Sword here. Oh wait. So we get our quest for the Necropolis. Thus, opponent is now starting to flood on lands. They could just replay their Ancient Bishop, but Citizen's Arrest. We will probably lose either the Mastermind. We'll probably lose one of these 3 cards here. We're losing Grizzly Bill. Okay. Win Crystal, see if they can gain more life, but we took care of that. Bishop Soldier. Our opponent had a direction. That's probably the most important thing there. That's another trigger. I don't think we can go all. Well, we'll play this one first. Is this? Which? Yeah, it looks like we might just be winning off the back of the. Here. Creature we can get that. So this one costs quite a lot. I was thinking that if I could probably activate this to draw a second card also. No, never mind. Opponent concedes. We took too long to think, but it was pretty close to over at that point. Whew, that was a long one, and we will expect to hit a lot of longer games here. Yeah, our opponent hit both of their board wipes. We do have some board wipes also, but they tend to be much later. What are the? We have the board wipe that mills half of our opponent's library. We could have added River Churn Monument, but not always that necessary. So we'll definitely keep this. Fetch lands become super important here. Wow, everyone's really in the mono white training. I'm pretty much testing with Toph, but I have no guarantee if this is going to be quite good. That said, this one is admittedly good. Yeah, this only hits artifacts or creatures. We can use this seat to bounce it back, then force them to discard it, so it will cost 7. But we have to kind of get there first. As much as I like to bestow this, I kind of want to just play this as it start going white a bit. Probably would not have bothered playing Command Tower if you're playing mono white. So Sanctifire into this could just be 1-drops galore, which is not the worst. Oh. Okay, this is quite interesting for us. I would love to wait for a 5th land first. So let's see. And yeah, I think we just hold on to that. So what am I hoping for? Two more lands would at least one more land would be nice. It allows us to go wistfulness. Two more lands would be also okay here. If our opponent's running this one, they probably would have well, they have legendaries for sure. They probably have artifacts and sagas as well. Battle menu, sure, make it 2/2. Also, not hitting all their land drops. Oh no, they did. Exile target artifact, draw 2 and discard 1's actually good. Okay, we whiffed on the land here because I would have loved to play this one. I will only be able to pricing out. We kind of want the mana untapped, so we'll take a watery gray K2 I could also Earthbend X where X is that creature's power, but it's kind of... Yeah, we're just gonna bounce the token. There's an argument that we probably should just play Zimone and Dina here. And... yeah, our opponent isn't exactly well, it does become really bad as soon as they hit Elspeth, so that's probably so that might be the problem for us. Yeah, missing our land drops is really bad here. The only saving grace right now is that yeah, we have to focus on any token that is not a plain 1/1. Captive armor. Ooh, this actually might be quite bad for us, depending. We might be forced to use wistfulness to exile the... And this is just a one-shot from the spell book, so we might have to use wistfulness just to take it out. Okay, they hit the crowbar. Well, they also made the... Well, when an equipment enters this way, attach it. Okay. So we hit a land drop and we hit another land drop, so this is actually quite good for us. So we can do Tough. Actually, want to do Spoot Swarm, just... 4, 5, 6. We have 2 mana up, which we can use to draw 2, discard 1, I guess. Okay, Binding is good. Dream Cascade's good. I will probably drop Bounty Hunters because we have all we have are 1/1s right now. I could swing, but it will just eat our board, so no. One seems to be having a hard time hitting their 5th mana. We might be... Okay, no, they hit it. But they're playing Arabo first. We honestly should be playing Elspeth first before playing these. They get a lot more advantage that way. Now, they could sacrifice this to seek out another historic permanent, which... Well, they could even sack the Crowbar. And that's exactly what they're doing. Interesting play. Means I might want to Key to the Archive is good. Raven Eagle is good. Sanctifier. Dreamer Cascade. I could swing with all this, but at most it's just going to get a one-shot trade, so that's not appealing to us. So we'll pass on that one for now. We should also start considering, well, top is actually nice if it's really early and you still have quite a few lands. At this point, it's probably still fine. So what we're now hoping to do is hit something good with Key to the Archive. Note that our opponent could fly over us in a sense. This one just gives each creature that in fact they might be trying to go for it.
I will turn the tide of battle.
Oh, they could also just destroy with mana value 3 or greater. This would be a bit annoying, but it's not the worst. Also, don't forget that we could actually just sack one of these to draw more cards as needed. Oh no, they're going for it. They are going for it. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Nissa. Less than equal number of lands you control, so we could use it to get, well, not much here. I'm probably more likely to just go for Binding, snipe this as snipe their big creature. That will net us a land drop later. Target a land we control. Put it on the battlefield. So we're probably going to be forced to swing wide next turn on our opponent. We kind of have enough 1/1s to do the job. 3, 6, 8. If they play Elspeth again, that's 9. They left in the graveyard. Release the dogs. Okay, they can block stuff that way. Also note that we're getting an extra landfall trigger here. Seek a land card from the battlefield. That also works well for us. Lots of triggers galore. Requisition raid. Okay, makes them bigger. Take note, this is +1/+1, so yeah, they could pare down our board. They're trying to pare down our board here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. That's so this is me hoping they don't have oops, I miscounted there. That's fine. We gain some life back. Search for a forest. We will get hedge maze. A lot more triggers. Shame I couldn't. Last Ronin. I'm winning, so I probably don't want that. So let's see. We can actually do Iridescent Vine Lasher with Offspring. I do have enough mana for all this. Target creature we control gets trapped. Okay, and we go to combat. All attack. Of course, we hold these guys back. And that should be enough. Yeah, that should definitely be more than enough. We managed to Scoot Swarm our way. Scoot Swarm still a classic, still works. Yep, and that is 63 tokens on standby. It's a good thing we ended it there. Wow. We've been only hitting mono white so far. We probably only have time for about one more match. See if we can. Let's see if we can get that one more match, but I think we should be able to do this. And what we get? Stomped by the foot. Okay. That's one big foot. Our very first, okay, now this one is a bit dangerous now. Our opponent's probably gonna have a lot of ramp. What we hit 2 lands, we probably only just play wizard class, so we might need to hit the better lands if we want, but just to set up Lotus Cobra for next turn, or we could just Fairy Mastermind for more cards. I'll keep this. Abrupt Decay on Mana Rocks would be ideal for us. So Okay, multiversal passage is quite important for us here. So oh, this only taps for blue. That's okay. We'll pay 2. Then we'll just play Fairy Mastermind. So this will net us an additional card at least. So next turn I probably play... I can't play Lotus Cobra yet. Yeah, the Verges have that one issue. We might have to play the Zaga Triumph first. Roaming Crone, and we can't quite hit this. This is... Yeah, getting the triggers here are going to be a problem. We need to slow down their mana, which means we do have to take this out. I would love to play Mossborn, but we need to take this out first. So Zagoth. Hold on, I can play... Okay, I can play this. Play this. Just... And I might as well swing because this... Oh no! Okay, it can still block. But yeah, we might actually be too slow on... Okay, at least we hit another land. But they hit their 6, so they will drop Mirim, and we don't exactly... Okay. Bitter Blossom could kind of save us a bit here. But what would I want to do? Ideally, I want to start growing this so I can start punching for our opponent. And at least we get the blue for the Hydroponics Architect. Yeah, we need lands on top no matter what. I could also just take Wizard. Yeah, Wizard class is probably... It was like an emergency switch, like if you really need to, we just level 2. But otherwise, probably this might not be so worth it after all. That's probably an easy cut. So Fairy Mastermind, at least helping us kind of catch up a bit. And if they're spending that to draw a card, that means they don't have the big drop. Okay, they hit a landscape, so they're gonna distract that. We will probably be taking hits from this, so I'm guessing next turn our plan is really to Mossborn Hydra. Birds is fine. We'll take 6. What does this do when this creature attacks random, becomes a basic island, and when it enters draw a card? It's quite helpful for us. Okay, Desert Cenote and Creeping Tar Pit. So okay, so I can... I'm just, though our opponent has so much mana, I'm just kind of waiting for the hammer to drop. Thankfully non-token, so Bitter Blossom can kind of save us there. Singularity Rupture can reset the board. I do need to, but I have to ask the question, when is it the correct time to do so? So, probably Hedge Maze. Oh, thank you. So the question now is, do I just wipe the board? I can also just swing first. Scute Swarm is cute, but I will. If anything that has to be done, it has to be a board wipe first. I could also just play land first, give ourselves an easy. I could also probably swing with this. Dragon Back Assault is super annoying. Another Earth Bend. We don't have any triggers now. Well, we do have the Scute Swarm, but that's... We already drew our second card. I could play this one, but yeah, it's pretty much just to block that. Yeah, we need to start going really wide here. If our opponent has another cheap board wipe, then that's... Yep. Yep, they had it. Ah, well, kind of close there. We could have wiped the board. So that one was on us. And I think yes, it was. No, the Dragon Back Assault was the one that really wrecked us there. But we really should have just wiped the board at that point. We kind of got greedy with. So here, missing green mana, which unfortunately is something that we kind of need. I could still play the Architect on turn 1, but we at least have Orcish Bowmaster, so if we can hit an untapped land, I am with. Both tapped. So I'll have to wait a turn. If it gets really bad, I could just play. I'm hoping for at least a nut on this also enters tap still. So this version of Craven, so there is still a slight downside to this. If our opponent goes to take this out, yes, probably not the worst thing. I'd be kind of fine with that. No, they're just going for Brawl, and they did miss a land drop. Not sure if I wanted to show this early. They might have a 1 mana removal spell. Okay, they at least don't. So at least we get to dome our opponent a bit. So next turn we're probably gonna have to binding something. If we hit enough lands, I might be tempted to do Scoot Swarm or Toff. If they... Okay, not... It's still bad, but it's not the worst outcome. At least we're super incentivized to... It could just be a bunch of removal. We'll have to take. Opponent just goes Arcane Signet. Yeah, they're hitting their mana. We're not. Saboteur's not the worst. That cap into a Maelstrom Pulse. So if I... Basically, we just reset this. Also ensures that we hit the forest next turn. And we hold back. We hold back because we're probably going to be wanting to block the Sunset Saboteur. Interaction is key. Yeah, the timing is a bit. It's a shame on the timing. I would have loved to have been able to snipe this one, but that's just how it goes. So they will grow this a bit, but we can just Maelstrom. You can Dark Grit into... Oh, well, if you're spending 2 cards to keep the Saboteur alive, it's on them. Okay, it doesn't trigger it because it set it to less than... Bailouts into... So unfortunately we're getting our forest first. Say we take Edge Mace. Is that... Yeah, just play this one for 1. Then reset our opponent's grapple again. So based on this, I might end up Scoot Swarm per Lake Warden, or if we hit enough lands, I might just play Rampaging Bailouts and just go for that. But yeah, I probably should have gotten rid of this. Yeah, we did hit our one land. Do I... And I might as well attack with this. So next turn we're probably gonna do Scoot Swarm, Seek a Land. We could also do Tati. If we hit the land drop, we could just do Tatiova first. Yeah, our opponent's gonna have a lot of 1:1 removal. That's gonna be the nature of this deck here. So we probably want... So if we can hit the land, we probably want to play Tatiova first. Nope, we need a land, we need a... Okay, we hit the land. They probably have removal for Tatiova. But we still gain and we still get our card draw. But yeah, if we can't keep this off the battlefield, this is a problem. Okay, we're gonna shift to second spell territory. Yeah, you can. Yeah, this is clearly by design. You notice how much removal they had. So this one's definite. I would say this one's definitely well designed. We are not exact. We needed to have one of those enchantment bases where an enchantment that would that would keep this lockdown in the battlefield or something. If it forces them to use removal on their own stuff, that's one thing. We're not able to churn out a lot. That was the problem. We needed to be able to. We're dropping 1:1. Like on that. Okay, but this time our opponent's loading creatures instead. We're still taking a big hit from this guy though. Trample kind of hurts us in that regard. This one also kind of hurts us a bit as well. And we have to take it. I could play Nissa, get back that. We could get back Rampaging Baylot, but we probably should just be getting back Tatiova. Though this time Ice-Steel Explorer is gonna be not usable because we did not hit any of our fetch lands. So we will have to seek a land with this. And does it... Let's just seek it onto the battlefield so it doesn't tap. So... I'll just play this first, see what we actually hit. This is looking bad. Yeah, Restless Cottage is not gonna do it for us.
I will defend the land from all interlopers. The land will devour.
Yeah, we can concede this one. That was a shame. Our opponent just had way too much removal. We needed... it was all one-to-one removal, so we just needed to flood. We needed to flood the board. So we kind of miscounted on that one. Oh, this okay. Now this one is a very problematic deck. Remember, they already set it to 4 mana instead of 2 mana, but it probably will still get. It's probably still gonna get us if we can't hit removal. So I'm probably gonna mull that one. Okay, this one's better. And at least the verges each give us one of each color, so it is what it is. Oh no, it doesn't. This gives us green. None of these give us black unless we hit a land type. And not hitting lands is also... We can't even cast this. Yeah, this is a problem if you don't hit. So this might be an argument for, say, cutting some of the weaker cards, just adding more lands. You really need to hit your land drops here. Thankfully, this is search for mana value 1 or less, so it's not hitting Trelasara. But Mother of Runes is annoying. We might have to... If we can hit the... Oh, do they have a way to protect it too? That would just be... Okay, I need a land type. No. This might be over. I probably should have played this. So now there's a lot of protection here, so we're not get... So we just have to be either faster or hit a board wipe. Thankfully, this only protects creatures, but... Okay, now we're hitting... Okay, we hit the black source finally. Do I want to play Horde? I think we just go wide and hope they don't hit the combo. Yeah, this deck is going to be dedicated to the combo, so we're probably not getting half. But yeah, that's over. Once you hit shared summons, you just get the other piece of the combo. We don't have to remove. They hit the Mother of Runes also to protect it. We had one window. If we could snipe the Mother of Runes out with, but we missed that window when we did not hit our black source. So just do one more match. But yeah, definitely adjust the mana count. Probably have to also be more aggressive in. Probably want to be more aggressive in our mulligans too. Okay, this one is this one will hit everything. We just don't have anything early to play with. We could just play Dina and Zimone as our early play, I guess. Also, only one forest. We do have a board wipe, so we're most likely just playing Zimone and Dina next turn. This probably could be a Shrines deck. This could... Oh no, this would be pure Sagas. Okay, opponent. Search your library for a basic land card. Okay. They are going to get close to dropping this one. When it resolves, just reveal until they reveal. So it just replaces it with a new saga. Okay, Prismatic Vista is quite good for us here. So that nets us 2 cards, gets us another trigger. Surprisingly, we still have only one forest, so affinity's not good. Neither would bestowing this. I most likely just end up they probably have a lot of board wipes, so no, they're just gonna summon a fat shopper. Burst of Silence. I know got this is read. Okay, so it just delays us a bit. Passage and Arcane Signet. So probably anti-sniper chocobo. They need to buy as much time as possible. So thankfully this one triggers before they could play this one out. Yeah, being able to get Zimone and Dina triggers on your opponent's turn is a big deal. So next, Reverse Rebuke, bounces everything, we could put in hand, sure. Okay, so we want to hit if they cast a spell, you may sacrifice this. Oh, it just costs 2 more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably need to. Probably want to play a Badger Mole Cub first. Into Unagi. Play the Creeping Tar Pit. So we'll need to pitch Bayfon, pitch Last Ronin, keep binding, pitch this, and pitch both that. Okay, finally they're now gonna drop Tom. But this one is... And Mirror Breaker, not the worst. Okay, so... Yeah, we pay. So let's do the sequencing here. I want Earthbender's Ascension to generate me more mana. Me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So definitely want to binding Tom. And that gives us 2 mana. We can still play a land. But... And we'll probably just... Then we offer the trade. The sagas only benefit if yeah, I like the idea of trying to get chain going, but right. Okay, they're discarding mana rocks. So if they don't have Farewell, we will still get Earthbender Ascension triggers. Harvest Hand. Okay, that makes sense. It is an enchantment. Oh yeah, what creature? Can't get the creature. Well, you could get the Fat Chocobo. Eldest Reborn. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker of their choice. Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah, the fact is some sagas are still kind of slow. Our opponent needed to hit all the mana rocks early. They didn't, so they were playing... So even with the extra land draw, they were not able to play out most of their spells. Well, that is a lot of time we spent there, but we did have a... But that was a pretty good effort on that one. Pretty much all you had to do was search for a second card, and this one just pops out quite easily. That's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications. We are approaching the arrival of Secrets of Strixhaven. It is looking kind of neat. But for the time being, I'm going to chill and make the most of what we have here until that time comes. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone.